What's up, Zookeepers? Welcome back to another MK list video. Man, Mortal Kombat 12. I thought the trailer would be released by now, but it ain't. So, in my Mortal Kombat fans, man, we're just gonna keep bringing y'all more of these videos till we get this trailer. I can't wait to play Mortal Kombat. As all my Zookeepers know, I'm a big MK fan. Ed Boon, pay attention. He goes some. You can put some Easter eggs in the game for Mortal Kombat 12. You can put some of these reasons why we love these games in there. But without further ado, let's get to the video. Now you can see my list. I have greatest, in my opinion, great, good, classic, and trash. I hate to call a Mortal Kombat game trash, but it is one. I know right offhand. That's the only reason why that category was made. But without further ado, man, let's get to this video. All right, we're gonna start off with the greatest. It ain't gonna be one greatest, but like I told y'all, Zookeepers, I've been playing this game since 1992. The reason why I'm gonna put this game first, and the reason why I'm gonna put it up in the greatest, because this game was legendary. It broke the mold of fighting games. We had Street Fighter 2 was iconic, revolutionary, and it set the formula of how fighting games is today. 2D fighting games have evolved to 3D fighting games and so forth and so on. But Mortal Kombat took that formula and flipped it and made it its own, with the gore, with the blood, with the fatalities. It spawned so many clones of Mortal Kombat clones that try to copy this formula and couldn't. And you think about a game from 1992, yes, we got Street Fighter, but it ain't been too many games that has started with the hype and the popularity of Mortal Kombat, and to now it's even more popular in 2023 than it ever has been before. And that comes from the original Mortal Kombat. I love Mortal Kombat. They only gave us the iconic characters of Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Kano, Sonya, and we love those characters still to this day. And they was created on the first Mortal Kombat. So if you got a list and you don't put Mortal Kombat 1 in the greatest, I don't know what you're doing. So let's go opposite. Remember I told y'all it was one game? Jax, boy, you shooting bad. Look, man, it wasn't a bad concept. It was unique in the idea of what it was, but as history showed, we didn't know why the game was so bad. This game was developed and led by John Tobias, and at this time John Tobias had left Midway and the game was unfinished, and Midway just went on and put the game out. You know how the upper heads see a project and try to cash grab, so they tried to cash grab on an unfinished product, and us fans got an unfinished product, and that's why this game is hated so bad. But the concept of Jax in a single fighting game would have been great if it was done right, in my opinion. Y'all know how I feel about Jax, but because it was unfinished and they put the game out, I have to put it as trash. Now we're gonna go to a great game, Shaolin Monks. Great game. It's not the greatest, but it's a great game. It's the best, one of the best co-op two-player games of all time, in my opinion. This Shaolin Monks is up there with the likes of Double Dragon. It can stand toe-to-toe with Final Fight. It can be in the conversation with Streets of Rage 2. Shaolin Monks is what us MK fans was wanted in these spin-off games. Shaolin Monks did everything right after Special Forces tanked, and they decided to do a spin-off. Ed Boon stepped in and said that he gonna help oversee the spinoff and put his creative input in it, and I'm glad he did. The controls was excellent. Everything felt like we was exploring the Mortal Kombat boards that we have been fighting in a 2D plane, like the Living Forest, so forth and so on. Excellent. They was talking about doing a sequel, Fire and Ice. We know it got canned. I wish Ed Boon would go back to that idea of rejuvenating Fire and Ice. I think that'll be great in today's age. MK fans, we all love ninjas. Ed Boon, you need to go back to the lab and just think about putting out a spin-off of Fire and Ice, and you basically gave us somewhat of an insight on how that could be in the animated movie Snowblind, because Scorpion and Sword were friends, and Scorpion came when Sword needed him, and it was fantastic. And they killed Kano, but that's spoiler alert. But anyway, Ed Boon, go back to that idea, man. There's a lot of people that want that game. That's gonna be real lucrative for NetherRealm Studios. It's nothing more that I can say about Shaolin Monk, that it's a great game. Now going back, trying to get some of the categories filled up, because I can put all of them at greatest, because I love Mortal Kombat. But a classic game would be we're gonna put Mortal Kombat Gold as a good game. Mortal Kombat Gold for the Dreamcast was ahead of its time, which everybody know the Dreamcast had excellent graphics. Anything that was on the Dreamcast was far superior than PlayStation or the Sega Saturn had done thus far. Nintendo 64 was nowhere in the league of it. So we got Mortal Kombat 4 for the PlayStation and Nintendo 64, and then we got Gold for the Dreamcast, and Gold outclass did made Mortal Kombat 4 look like a basic computer game. Like it made it look like special. Like, bro, what's going on with your polygons? Like, Mortal Kombat Gold like cleaned up some of the flaws of Mortal Kombat 4 had looked in the graphics. It didn't do it all the way, but it cleaned up a lot of some of those polygons that wasn't rendered right. And for that reason, Mortal Kombat 4 and Gold is one of the least favorite games out of the series, but it's Mortal Kombat Gold did Mortal Kombat 4 some justice. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to Classic, and I'm gonna put Sub-Zero Mythologist in Classic. Now a lot of people would put Sub-Zero Mythologist in trash. I do not. Sub-Zero Mythologist was our first spin-off game, and on top of that, it spawned the storyline that MK still uses today. One of the most legendary, famous characters, made the part of Deadly Alliance, intricate part of Mortal Kombat X storyline. Quan Chi character was made up on Mythologist, and he was a trickster back then, and he's still a trickster now. So the characteristics and the lore of Quan Chi was made off of the spinoff. Yes, the controls were clunky. They tried to make Sub-Zero Mythologist play like Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, and it didn't go well. But once you got through the learning curve, it wasn't a good game by any means. It was an okay game once you got through the learning curve. And for an MK fan, it still was did fan service. It still brought smiles when you seen like Baraka and when you fought Scorpion and stuff like that. So it still did what it's supposed to do for real MK fans. But overall, I just have to put the game in classic. I would not put it in trash. I would have to put the game in classic. So going back, looking over the list, going back to the greatest. Now that's kind of hard. Like I told y'all, when I liked all of the Mortal Kombats, but I'm gonna put Trilogy as the greatest. Trilogy, when the PlayStation came out, PlayStation was leaps and bounds over the Super Nintendo and Genesis, much like what the Dreamcast was over the PlayStation and Nintendo 64. We got the CD. We got to use the CD for the first time. We got better graphics, smoother animations. It was flawless to the point of it seemed like it was a whole different game, but actually it was like a beefed up version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, which intertwined all the characters at the time. That was one of the first time we got to play with Motaro, Kentaro, so forth and so on. Like Shang Tsung, he still had his morph abilities with all the characters, even though it froze the game when you morphed into a character. But Shang Tsung still had his morph abilities in that game. So I played the crap out of Trilogy. I still play Trilogy to this day. Trilogy is a very unique take on Mortal Kombat. I wish they would do. I wish Ed Boon, where it wasn't Ed Boon, it was NetherRealm. I wish NetherRealm would have allowed for the HD remake that those independents had made. They went back to the lore and they gave fans what we was craving for in a remake, and it would have been able to be played online, and that would have been just, man, fantastic. And all in time for the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat. And NetherRealm shot it down saying that it was no money in it, and that's not true. All of us nostalgia would have bought that game in record numbers because it was something for the new Mortal Kombat fans to experience the old games in better graphics, and then the people like me who played these games got to experience these games all over again on new hardware. So Trilogy, if they just could redo the ROMs and make it online, I think Trilogy would do okay. Even put it on the arcade mode for Xbox and the PlayStation. I believe that it would just sell the way it is, and we would be able to play people online. So in my category, I put it in the greatest because I feel that passionate about Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Great game. I almost put it in the greatest, but I didn't want to go 1, 2, so forth and so on, even though it is my list. But a great game, great game is Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2 gave us Riptile. It gave us Jax. It gave us Baraka. It gave us Melina. It gave us Katana. Like, it gave us our rest of our iconic characters that we play, crave, and used still to this day. Highly, highly, highly requested Baraka, Melina, Reptile. Jax has been on every game since Mortal Kombat 2. Jax haven't been left off. Sub-Zero has made it to every game. Those are some of the characters. Scorpion made it to every game but Mortal Kombat 3. But again, the Mortal Kombat 2 took the formula of Mortal Kombat 1, revamped it, sped up the pace, changed some of the graphics, put some anime graphics to it, because Mortal Kombat 1 used realistic graphics. And man, the music from Mortal Kombat 2, when it comes on, the get over here, the toasty, everything about Mortal Kombat 2, the Easter eggs they put inside their game, like NetherRealm took what was great about Mortal Kombat 1 and put it in a microwave, heated it up, and what we got was Mortal Kombat 2. It was hot. It was hot on the plate. So Mortal Kombat 2 was a great game, still is a great game. So now we finna go to a good game. Most people don't think so. Mortal Kombat versus DC. First of all, listen to that. Mortal Kombat versus DC. This was one of the first, if not the first game in when Warner Brothers brought Midway, which turned into NetherRealm Studios. Mortal Kombat versus DC allowed Mortal Kombat versus DC allowed NetherRealm to use DC properties. This game helped make Injustice. This game gave NetherRealm and DC they move less. Like, people crap on this game, but this game spawned the story mode. This had an elaborate story mode from this game. From previous other game, it wasn't a story mode. You just had a arcade ladder, but this game gave you a fully animated storyline. And people crap on this game, and I don't see what the problem with this game. I love this game. Me and my nephew played the ton out of this game. Like, it was fun. Like, I mean, when you falling down, you got your little mini games. When you bust through the walls, you have your mini games. I don't know what people dislike this game come from. It was great. Now, I do hear what fans are saying about you couldn't fatality DC characters. Okay, we all know what licenses and rights to these characters and what people have the last say so in these characters. Okay, but in the spirit of you was able to play the two iconic characters, Batman versus Scorpion, Superman with his frost breath versus Sub-Zero. Like, what more could you ask for? Especially for me, I love DC. I do love Marvel, but I love DC and I love Mortal Kombat. So this game is almost a great game. But I'm gonna just put it in a good category. It could have easily went great for me, but I'm gonna just put it in a good category right now. Now we're gonna go to classic. Classic, we're gonna give Mortal Kombat 3 classic. Mortal Kombat 3, by the time Mortal Kombat 3 came out, it was a game came out called Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct ruled arcades. What? Zookeeper like, what is an arcade? Arcades is what your one-up arcade cabinets is. It was a store in the mall that carried nothing but arcade cabinets. It was basically adult fun house. It was not even for adults. Children revelish in there too. But it Killer Instinct commanded at least 10 people around that arcade. Like, when Killer Instinct came out, I can remember my local arcades probably had 5 people playing other arcades machine. Like everybody was waiting, watching the players on Killer Instinct to see could they do a ultra combo. Killer Instinct gave you some fatalities. It wasn't as elaborate as Mortal Kombat, but they did give you some form of fatalities. And so Mortal Kombat 3 came out in competition with Killer Instinct. And so what Midway, which is NetherRealm Studios, did was they tried to not mimic, but they tried to piggyback off of what made Killer Instinct great, which was combos. So this gave us the combo system that we have used and loved in later Mortal Kombat, meaning X and 11. But Mortal Kombat 3 introduced us into combos. It gave us characters like Striker. It gave us characters like Cabal. It gave us our female Shokin, Shiva. It gave us some more legendary characters, but I remember when this game came out, and you could knock them through the boards, like knock them through the ceiling and stuff like that. And I remember playing this game, and I was just thinking like, this is not really Mortal Kombat. Is just, what is it missing? It was just missing some stuff. Like, I don't know, man. It gave us Sector and Cyrex, which was the cyborg ninjas. That was they are super popular. But it just didn't feel like a Mortal Kombat at the time, you know? So, but Mortal Kombat 3 is a classic game. You can't have Mortal Kombat X and 11 without Mortal Kombat 3, because combos in Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 was you freeze them and you uppercut and then you do the slide before they fall. 3-hit combo, baby. That's all you get. That's it. That is it. But Mortal Kombat 3 opened the door for more combos. Now, again, I told y'all we ain't gonna touch trash no more because I love Mortal Kombat. We're gonna go to the top. We're gonna go to the greatest. We're gonna go to the remake of Mortal Kombat, also known as Mortal Kombat 9. During the PlayStation and 360 era, this game came out almost towards the end. And I can remember I was kind of falling out with games. Not so much like falling out. I was kind of getting away from gaming. Like, gaming had got stale. And Mortal Kombat have always been near and dear to me. Every Mortal Kombat game came out, I have gotten on day one. And I don't even know how I got Mortal Kombat day one, back when it were released on Genesis, but I did, because my mama was real strict, but I got it. But anyway, Mortal Kombat, the remake, it brought me back to gaming. Me and my nephew Cameron, he used to come up my house. I used to, he was smaller than him. I used to keep him, and we started playing Mortal Kombat. Getting into the story mode, I used to try to explain to him what everything was, because it told the story of 1, 2, and 3. And for me, that was super nostalgia. And then it gave a twist. Mortal Kombat 9 brought us Cyber Sub-Zero. Instead of Smoke turning to the cyborg, Sub-Zero turned to the cyborg on Mortal Kombat 9, or the remake of Mortal Kombat. And it was all the characters redone, redesigned, great story mode. Oh man, the story mode was even more elaborate than Mortal Kombat versus DC. It was actually the next game after Mortal Kombat versus DC. So they learned what they did with the story mode on Mortal Kombat versus DC, and put it in the oven at 350 degrees and baked it for 3 hours, and then when they came out, it was a strawberry shortcake. It was cake. Everybody loved Mortal Kombat 9. Now that's another game, Ed Boon, that everybody craving for a remake. Want to be able to play people online. Like, won't y'all do a compilation disc? Not even a disc. Just do a compilation, digital only, where we can purchase these games and have the capability of playing them online, Ed Boon. Like, it's easy. These are y'all IPs, and I know it's not just Ed Boon. You know, it got to go through WB, it got to go through Warner Brothers, but they missing out on so much money, man, because all our fans just want the same game, but we just want a upscale version of that game, and we just want to have the capabilities of playing it online. Simple, easy. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 9 is one of the greatest Mortal Kombats that have came out to me. Again, this is a telling of the first three, but it's redone after Armageddon. They want to reset the timeline, and I think they did an excellent job. So let's go to a great game. A great game would be a great game would be Armageddon. And the reason for Armageddon was the finale. Armageddon was Midway's farewell tour. Armageddon said, you know what? Mortal Kombat has brought a lot of fans joy. Mortal Kombat has did everything Mortal Kombat can do. It was giving us side games. It was giving us Conquest, MK Racers. It gave us Puzzle, Tetris, Mortal Kombat, Chess, Mortal Kombat. It gave us everything. So Midway was like, you know what? It ain't no more than a fighting game can do, bro. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna give y'all everybody. And you know, not only we're gonna give y'all everybody, we're gonna kill them too. Everybody died in Armageddon. Boy, that first scene is so shocking. Like, everybody was looking like, it can't be real, could it? Like, all of our characters is dead on the ground or on the steps or somewhere, and Raiden and Shao Kahn were the last two standing, but everybody died, and I couldn't wait to play it. After seeing that, I couldn't wait to play it. We had Zombie Liu Kang. This game gave us Blaze. This game, like I said, everybody up until that point, all the 3D characters up until that point was on Armageddon. And like I said, they died. They was on, they came, they saw, and they went. And there they lie on the ground, bro. And it was iconic, man. That was the ultimate shock value. They killed off they IPs, bro. They was on the boat, and they gave us the salute, and they sailed off in the sea, baby. And Mortal Kombat fans, we clamored over that game. We love that game, and it's a great game. So we're gonna go to a good game. A good game is Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Mortal Kombat 3, the original, I just told you, bro, it left off Scorpion. What in the blue blankety blank was creators thinking to leave off Scorpion? I would love to have been in that boardroom and they were sitting at the table and somebody said, hey man, I got an idea. Let's not put Scorpion on the game. Let's put Cyrax on the game. I think fans won't miss Scorpion if we put Cyrax on the game. Because you know what? He's yellow. Scorpion was yellow. So let's just ease Scorpion off the game and just replace him with Cyrax. And then they had to vote on it. How many times did they vote in order to get that pass. Like that was so left field, like a ninja. Man, you could have left off Luke Kane and nobody would have batted an eye. But Scorpion? No, bro. So what Mortal Kombat had to do, what Midway had to do, but they had to go back to the lab. They were like, you know what, bro? We messed up, bro. Yeah. And they probably fired the dude who initially said that. They said, boy, get your stuff and get out of here. Nah. ASAP. Boy, don't never come back with that idea. And and they gave some people some more fatalities. Scorpion did the Scorpion Lair fatality. Jax grew big and did the stomp. It showed Cyrex in the sand. That's why I said Cyrex, because Cyrex probably was a placeholder for Scorpion, and they were like, man, this is what we think of your Cyrex, and they put him in the sand, and they fired old boy. Get out of here, boy. Don't never apply. Don't never give a call up for a recommendation, boy. We're gonna say no. Any studio that try to hire you, no, from here on out, boy, your record is tarnished. Leaving out Scorpion, man. Anyway, Ultimate Mortal Kombat was a good game. Played the crap out of it. Soon as Ultimate Mortal Kombat came out, Mortal Kombat 3 didn't see my Genesis at all. It was put in the case. I can still open it up, probably smell new to this day, because it wasn't long after Ultimate Mortal Kombat came out. And at the time, everybody was like, what's going on? How we got a 3 and an Ultimate 3? Like, it was kind of confusing because it hit the arcades. And we were like, it's not Mortal Kombat 4. Like, why are they calling it Ultimate? Because it wasn't done before. I think that was the first time. Well, now Street Fighter kept doing it. Street Fighter gave us Turbo, Hyper. So Street Fighter was doing it, but Mortal Kombat fan, boy, I know I was kind of confused. Like, bro, I don't even know what's going on, bro. Like, why we got an Ultimate? And then, when it came to home console, you start to see why and the comparison, and then magazines kind of explain what was the reason behind it for it being an Ultimate version. So with that being said, Ultimate Mortal Kombat was a good game. Classic, gotta give classic to Mortal Kombat 4. Mortal Kombat 4 is classic because we got to play with Quan Chi for the first time. He ripped your leg off and beat you. We got introduced to Shinnok, the father Elder God, and he was spectacular when he came down, bro. I played the crap out of Shinnok. We got more of the Scorpion, Quan Chi, and Sub-Zero storyline. Like, we got some more backstories, and they said that Quan Chi was the man behind Hanzo Hasashi family being killed, and he framed Sub-Zero to get Scorpion to become Vengeance. And so Mortal Kombat 4 was a classic game. Like I said, some of the storyline that they use, the storyline that they did, we still using later on iterations of Mortal Kombat. So I know a lot of people don't like the graphics. It had aged well, but see, Zookeepers, I was playing these games when they was relevant. When they was trying, like Tekken didn't look the way Tekken look now. Virtua Fighter didn't look like that either. They started out as blocks. That's what people they don't crap on Tekken and Tekken 1 and 2, and they don't crap on Virtua Fighter 1 and 2. But they say they go back to Mortal Kombat 4 and they want to put jokes and stuff. But man, that stuff was revolutionary when it was out. So we went from 2D fightings to 3D polygons, man, and it was a sight to see. It was revolutionary. Now we got 4 games left, and I'm sorry, man. You ain't gonna like where I put these last 4, but again, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go from Deadly Alliance. I could put it as a great game. Deception, I could put that as a good game. Now, these two 3D fighting games came after Mortal Kombat 4, and they were before Armageddon, and they gave us more of the combos. They gave us fighting styles. We had 3 fighting styles. We had weapons in one of the fighting styles. They gave us characters like Havoc, Hataro, Darum. Like I told y'all, I like this Suhao. Taven, Dagon. They gave us characters like that, Shijinko. And so those characters, I have said numerous of times that they need to be redone, redesigned. Some of their background need to be changed. And a lot of those characters have their own fan base, like Havoc, Natara, the vampire. She the only vampire in the MK universe. We want to see Natara. She didn't been on anime movies, live action movies. So she slick been kind of hint at she coming back, but only one that it's 2 that they pulled out. They pulled Kenshi out of this 3D world, and they pulled Bo Raicho out of this 3D world. And see, both of them were created in Mortal Kombat. In this 3D era of the Mortal Kombat game, but they haven't went back and got nobody else, and that's a shame because it's a lot of good characters that came out of that, but it was just they was new in the 3D era, so these characters wasn't as polished as we would like them to be. But if they bring them back with the new engines, I bet you a lot of these characters hated or not so much love, they would get the love that they deserve. Now, the last 2 games, we're gonna go to Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat X is one of the greatest, if not the greatest game, and I gotta put Mortal Kombat X right there with Mortal Kombat 1. I got to. And for reason being, the combat styles, the graphics, the dark tone, the DLC that we got, the combos that we got introduced to the Crypt. Man, Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 9 don't even look like they the same company, bro. Like that Mortal Kombat X, in a lot of people's opinion, is the #1 Mortal Kombat game. And for reason being, like I told y'all, the original Mortal Kombat, I was around when this game hit arcades. I was around with the press conference that these people used to be on the news about a video game. I was around when parents used to protest this video game. So I was around. I didn't have to watch clips. I was involved in that. I was a kid myself when this game came out. So I would not put Mortal Kombat XL over Mortal Kombat 1 because the controversy surrounding Mortal Kombat 1, I was a part of that. But Mortal Kombat XL, man, deserve 100 more awards on top of whatever it done got. Man, it's fantastic. Dang near perfect. Everybody want Mortal Kombat 12 combo system to be like Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat X. And I agree. Like, man, the trailer when Sub and Scorpion was in the forest, the best. I told y'all Armageddon was one of the best, but I think in a opening scene, I think that Scorpion versus Sword fight, it just, oh my god, that's top tier. That's top tier. They can't do no better than that with the 2 most iconic characters in the game, in the MK universe, and they really showcased the love and the fan service in that fight scene that they did, because they didn't have one character that seemed like they was gonna win over the other character. It wasn't onslaught. It wasn't no pummer. Like one character didn't overpower the other character. Like they was almost equally matched. So, you know, if you was a Sub-Zero fan, if you was a Scorpion fan, you just want to see the animation. And so Mortal Kombat XL, like I said, is probably the second, in my opinion, second favorite Mortal Kombat game have came out. And then my Zookeepers, you know, I gotta put that third. And then I'm gonna put Mortal Kombat 9 behind it. And that's my order too. Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 11. Well, I'm gonna say XL and I'm gonna say Ultimate. Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat 9, or Mortal Kombat Trilogy. But Ultimate Mortal Kombat. Now, I have not spoke on it, but Mortal Kombat X and XL, I have bought 4 times. I have bought Mortal Kombat X for the Xbox One. I had bought, matter of fact, I bought Mortal Kombat X for the Xbox One first, and then I had all the downloadable DLC through the receipt. So I got my XL digitally. Then I went and got Mortal Kombat XL for the PS4 when it came out physical, and then I loved it how the PlayStation 4 played, and I went back and bought Mortal Kombat X for the PlayStation 4, and then I went back and got Mortal Kombat XL for the Xbox One physical. Even though my on my account it had automatically upgraded me to the XL, I still wanted a physical disc. But now we're talking about Ultimate Mortal Kombat. So I said that to say, all my Zookeepers know I have bought Mortal Kombat 11/Ultimate. Let me see. We're going to count them up, Zookeeper. So I got Mortal Kombat 11. Same thing I did with X. I bought it for the Xbox One because at the time the Xbox One had more graphics than the PlayStation 4, and during this time it was the Xbox One S, and I got Mortal Kombat 11, had all the DLC on the receipt, so I upgraded on my account to Ultimate Mortal Kombat. Then I bought the platinum thing, the steel book. And then I bought the steel book for the PS4 of Mortal Kombat 11. Then I brought Aftermath I bought Aftermath for the Xbox One digitally. And then I got Aftermath physically on the PS4. Then I bought Mortal Kombat 11 when it was announced. I got it for the Switch. Then I went back and got Aftermath for the Xbox One. Now it's the time of the Xbox One X, and the PS4 Pro was out during this time. So when the new generation came about the PS5 and the series, I bought Ultimate Mortal Kombat 11 for the series, and when I did my unboxing, I opened that game and played it immediately. Then I bought Ultimate for the PS5, and then I got Aftermath for the Switch because it's a downloadable code inside of a physical case. And then I bought Ultimate Mortal Kombat, same thing, downloadable code in a physical disc for the Switch. So I have bought Mortal Kombat 11 probably over 11 times. And that shows you how much I love the game. That shows you how much of a fan I am. I always, like, even Mortal Kombat 9, I do have Mortal Kombat 9 for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. And so forth and so on. I do get both versions, but I have not spent as much money as I have on Mortal Kombat 11/Ultimate on any other Mortal Kombat. And that just, like I told y'all, from Mortal Kombat 1 all the way to 11 is a journey that I have rode from day one. A1, Ed Boon, I am your boy. I enjoyed everything. I enjoyed every plot twist, every new character. And y'all just keep getting better and better, man. And I can't wait for Mortal Kombat 12 to come out, Zookeepers. I was rambling because this is a very nostalgic video for me. But I love y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all got me over 500. And I told y'all I'm gonna come before this camera. We're just bringing y'all some videos and getting these out the way because we had these on deck to come bring y'all before I get in front of the camera. But as always, this is your Silverback. I'm beating on my chest. And I'm out.
Fatality. Jax.